Hey everyone, Nadasfan back again today. Going over another episode in my MLB Manager Online series here. As you can see here on screen, it says I was third in my last regular season, and I've been promoted to the AA class and awarded 10,000 points. So I went through the first season of the cycle, I guess they call it. Finished third here, as you can see. I was a few games over 100 wins. I think it was something like 104 and whatever in that season. Went into a tournament and lost in the first round. So that is where I stand. But I've moved up to the AA class, whatever that means. So I'm going to advance here and see what's going on here as far as my team and my city here. So as you see, some kind of celebration happening here, and a little bit of a transformation of my stadium, it looks like, and it says second regular season starts today. So we'll advance there, and it says one of my friends have become champion over a season, earned 5,000 points for that. Okay, I'll take that. And this is the second ranking tournament opens today. Not sure what that means exactly, but we'll click on that as well. So a bunch of notifications here. I've got a report on the results of my world trade. Nothing happened. I had set up a couple trades looking for a couple Twins pitchers in exchange for my surplus outfielders. Guess that did not happen. So that's over with. Got mail. Okay, I don't know how many notifications I'm going to go through here before I can actually get to doing something. Here we go. So no games happening yet here for another 6 hours plus, but thought I would do an update on the series here, and because I got that notification that I'm in AA class, that was something new, and I figured it'd be a good time to jump in and take a look there. So one thing I'm interested in seeing is if my roster slots have jumped up at all in relation to contract and what I'm able to put in the lineup. So that's something I'm going to go check out right now. And oh my goodness, has it? Okay, so when I left here yesterday, my total cost was maxed out at 80, and as you can see right now, it's jumped to 101. So that answers my question there on the difference between the A class and AA class. It's a big jump in total cost there. So, and whether this will continue to go up 1 point a day, I do not know. I guess that's what I'll find out. But all of a sudden now, I'm able to make some drastic changes to my lineup. So that is something to look into here. So now I've was expecting maybe a point or two jump, but now I've got some real roster cost space to work with here. Should be kind of fun. So as you see, I've been dealing with 2s and 3-star players here, and in the pitchers, even 1s here in my middle relievers to make things meet. Now I'll be able to reassert Mr. Beckett, Josh Beckett, who is an 8, back into my starting rotation, and maybe beef up a lot of other spots here. So this is kind of exciting that we can do some work here. So before we do that, I'm going to take a look and see what the deal of the day is on scouting here. And as you see, the deal of the day is National League players. So there's that option. You've got the standard pitcher, fielder, random, and you can either scout one at a time or group. So I think here, because we'll be putting some new players into the lineup that haven't been in the lineup a bit, I think most importantly here would be to beef up on training cards. So go into the card shop and take a look at that. And this shows what I do have for training cards currently. That's split between pitchers and hitters, but I think we're going to definitely want to buy a stack of these here, because I do have quite a few players who did not, had too much contract to fit in to my lineups. So what I'll do is move some of those guys in. I've got plenty of guys scouted at the moment. Although I still have not hit a 9 or a 10 rated player. My highest is 8, and I think I have 2 of them. So anyway, I'll rip through these training cards that we'll add here. We'll buy a pitcher pack stack as well. Probably buy a stack of everything here real quick. I don't know that I necessarily need to look at these. I just know that there are 10 of them. Putting them on in to the deck. And we'll do the same thing with fielder stack as we buy those out. You see the different attributes that are possible, and again, it works as a scratch off when you actually go to apply it. You can fail out on the cards. Not every one of them works. It's kind of a thing of chance, obviously. So, but we'll get as many training cards as we can, so that when new players go in with our newfound cost here, that we can get them trained up as well. Because you've got your base rating and then your training adds to that. So there we go, we've sold out. We bought all the training packs we can for the day. I do have a friend request. Just so you know, guys, for some reason the friend list is maxed out at 10 in this game. So I already have 10, and I can't currently add anybody until they hopefully will be smart and add more slots there for friends. So just so you know, it's not being able to do it at the moment here. So my town is growing again here, not by much, but a little bit here. That'll get me a bonus. I'm up to 28% there. Again, you know, they've done some work on the stadium, as you saw when we first started here. So now we're going to go into roster and possibly make some moves here to see what we can do to the lineup. First and foremost, I would like to get Josh Beckett back in here, since he is a 8. Oh, I've got Madison Baumgartner, who's an 8 as well. So he's there also. Let's sort by cost. Pitchers. Let's look at what we got. Oh, I've got 3 that are 8s now. I didn't realize that. So yeah, so Beckett's already trained up, so I want to get Beckett in there for sure. Okay, so now Beckett's here. We'll put him as the number 1 starter. Let's do a little rearranging here. So I want to also address this closer here, because I've been dealing with Rodney there, who's a 3. Which is you know, no terrible slouch, but I'd like to get that up, as I know I had some 7s. Oh, I've got Mariano. Ooh, it's kind of hard to argue against Mariano there. And I've also got Axford. So let's put Mariano in, shall we? And start with that. So now you're looking okay. So now we made the jump to 89 and 101. Definitely could use some middle relief help, and I'm going to look at doing that for sure here. Nothing major, but I'd like to get a few guys in here that would help. So looking at this here, I'm a Twins fan here. I think I'm even though he's not with the team anymore, maybe throw Matt Guerrero in there, or I've got Okajima as well. I don't know. You all have your favorites. I'm sure that you could pick a million ways here, but I'm just going to go and throw Matty Guerrero in there and bump him up in here. So trying to shore that up a little bit. So 90, 91 and 101. I'm going to look at my lineup itself a little bit here, and we're gonna bump our catcher slot here for sure. See what we've got to go on here, and yeah, so Santana's a good prospect for sure. Let's go with him for now. So 93 of 101. What else can we do here? Now, from what I've noticed so far, it doesn't seem like the bench is used a whole lot. I'm not gonna beef up the bench at this moment. I'm gonna kind of wait and see what happens with that. So would like to shore up third base a little bit here. I'll go with his tourists. Oh, we got Ian Stewart as well. Who else is a third baseman there that might be a 4? I'll go with Historis for now. And see what we can do at shortstop here. I'm gonna go by position here, so I can see all my shortstops. You can see all the ways you can move this around to see what you have here. So we got Janish, we got Pennington. We've got Harrison at a 4, Lowry, Cabrera at a 6. That might be a little pricey, but let's see what that puts us at. That puts it at 97 of 101. That's a little rich, but maybe we can deal with that. See what we can do for second base here. Maybe bump that up to a 4. Bump that up to a 4 here. So 98 of 101, and we're getting a more respectable lineup as we go here. Maybe bump our center fielder a bit if we can. I got a lot of 6 rated outfielders. So we got Luke Scott, Austin Jackson. Jackson's fast out there. That might be a good choice. Luke Scott would have a little more power. Cameron Matsui. Yeah, you got lots of choices. Let's go Austin Jackson right now. So that's 99 of 101. We got 2 more cost points here. And as far as who's that's gonna be, I don't know. I kind of like Seth Smith has done alright. And keep in mind, these guys I had in here already have training, and we don't want to have to bump everybody's training. So what's our order looking like? Oh, it's kind of all over the place, really. Could probably use some rearranging, but that's something I can tweak with later here. So that's something I'll save for later. Hide that, and doing an analyzation here. My defense has improved from where it was at, putting Austin Jackson in there and a few others. So that analyze tool is kind of nice. So looking back at pitchers, I could shore up the middle relief, or I could get another decent starter in there. I could bump another starter a couple points. So what to do on that? Not exactly sure here. So looking at this lineup, it's looking better. This hopefully will go up day by day from here, so I think I'll leave that alone. I think I'll go into pitchers, and I think at this point I'm going to well, what am I going to do? Possibly change the rotation one more here. Zito's a 4. Could go with Dice K, that's a 6. And or I could try and get another one of my 2 8s in there and bump somebody else out. I guess I could take a look at doing that. Although Shields and Braden have been pretty solid for me, so I think that what we'll do is change out Zito, put Dice K in for now, and there you go. So there's 101 of 101. That's my limit right now. I'll hit update on that, and you can't go any higher until that total cost, the bottom line goes up. Then you can't do anything about it until that goes up. So from there, I guess the last thing we'll do, since we don't have any games to play right now, well, actually I take that back. We probably could play some versus player exhibition games. But now it's time to train those players who have been newly moved into the lineup. Don't remember if I showed much of this in the first episode or not on how to do this, so I will show a couple examples here. Here you see these numbers correspond to the training spots here in Al Qadire, has had 3 of 3, and he's actually at 98% of unlocking his 4th slot. So if he plays another game or so, and that 4th slot will open up for him to have extra training. As you see, that's already happened for Tommy and for Seth Smith here, as they're 4 of 4. Yesterday their 4th slot opened up, and I was able to add more training to them, which only makes them better than their rating shows. So now I got a bunch of 0 for 3, 0 for 3, 0 for 3 to do some training on, and so you highlight them and you hit training. I probably did this in the first episode too, but I'll do it again to show you. You pick a training card. Here are your odds. So you say start training, and this is like a scratch-off ticket. Basically, you pick one spot here to scratch off. I'll go right in the middle, and he's got a fielding +1, so that'll be added in his first slot here. So Asdrubal Cabrera gets a fielding +1, and we have 2 slots left. So I'll go to free batting here, and as you see, those are the options, and we'll see what we can get. Now keep in mind, you can fail on these. There are some fails on the board. Now there's a contact +2 that'll be added in his second slot. So now one more slot open here, and we will go maybe with another free batting and see if we can really up one of those abilities. As you see, alright, here we got a contact +4. Couldn't have done much better there. So he's got +2 and a +4 on the contact, and that gets him a new skill here, place hitter, which is basically a +1 here. So this is great. We'll do that. As you see, the skill here is booked in there. So now he's 3 of 3. And with a star rating of the +1 because of the new skill. So essentially, I believe that makes him more like a 7. And as you see, these guys here have the 2s, as they've had a 4th slot open and they took advantage of it. So I will continue to do so for the rest of these players who need training. So there is that. So, and I don't know if I covered the I've got a trade inquiry here. That's something we can check out here as long as we're on. That's kind of cool. So I got to check out the friend trade screen here after I see my hometown grow a little bit more. Probably just another couple percentage points, or tenths of a percentage point, I should say. So we go into the trade update screen here and see what this proposal is all about. So you got to go under trade with friends, hit OK. And here you see that somebody wants to give me Mahomes for Soriano, and frankly I didn't even remember that I had Soriano, but the fact that Soriano's a 4 baffles me. I guess he's really gone downhill on the skills, or gotten old, or whatever the deal is, but it is definitely not where I would have expected him to be in his contract numbers. But anyway, for the sake of the fun of it here, I don't know that I necessarily need either one of these players, but let's go ahead and accept this trade. And so it'll say accept the trade, and you say OK, and there you go, it's done. I have traded Soriano for Mahomes here, and so jetted off an outfielder I probably would not use for a pitcher. Who knows? Maybe I will use. So that is it. And you can do 2 trades a day, and that counts as 1. So put that in the books. And anyway, I was going to show you. We looked at training. I was going to show you support as well. I would assume my support slots have expired, but let's take a look here. Yes, so there's a team support slot and player support slots that usually last 2 days, and we'll see here we go to the team support slot, and we want to register this. So basically, here's your pool of players. Here are the different support slots. For example, if you do Kids Day, it I believe applies to only people who are like the veterans who. Well, let's see what it actually says. A Kids Day is held that improves the condition of veteran players. So, like your Riveras or Tomies, those guys would benefit from that. You can do this one. This one will be for Eastern Conference players. You can do some that'll be for players of a certain team. In this case, like your favorite team, which would be the Twins. Those players would benefit from that. You got rookie hazing. It'll be all the young guys. And I got enough young guys in the lineup right now. Maybe I'll just go ahead and go with that. So we'll do the rookie hazing. We'll do update there, and that'll be good for 2 days there. That'll boost those rookie players. Now we're going to register a couple individual player supports here. So each one is a little, does a little something different, whether it's fielding, running, whatever it might be. So we're going to give the rally cap to let's give the rally cap to Santana here, and I'm trying to anyway here. Let's say OK, and then we'll give yet another one here to we'll do legendary glove to DeWitt here. So, and then we say update on that as well. So all those supports then will be available for 2 days, and then you have to redo them. You buy them in packs just as you do the training. So there you have it. Getting kind of long-winded again, but I will come back with another episode once games begin. Oh, why not? Why don't I just play one of these exhibitions before I go here? I can play versus player. You've got friendly matches, which really don't do anything for you except just for fun, and you got these ranking matches, and you come in here and you can play 5 of these a day, I believe. Yep, you see playable games 5 of 5. You look, people's rank points are on here. These say today's rivals. You also have a ranked list. There are no rankings yet because this reset with a new season. So basically, we'll look for some rivals here. My stats have reset as well, so I don't know where I stand. So basically, I'll just look for somebody and play them. I'll just go on down the list here. So we'll say play this team here, and this is just considered it goes random rotation, all that. I'll just say quick sim. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but I'll lose that game. So with all these games that you play in here, they'll come up with rankings as you go, and I really don't know a whole lot about it really, other than you can kind of pick from these rival lists. So if anybody knows a little bit more about how this system works, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'd be kind of interested to see what you have to say about these here. So I really probably should play these after I get all my training done on my players that are in my lineup, so I'm going to save the rest of those until after training's done, and I've got the best lineup I can put forward possible. So that's going to do it for this episode, showing you just a little bit more into MLB Manager Online, and I hope you are enjoying playing along if you are doing so. And if not, and you're a baseball fan, check it out because I think you may enjoy it. So, okay, this has been Nadasfan, and I will see you next time.